Joe Palaio here with your top five news show. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope it's a great day for you. We're going to have a great show for you and look forward to filling you in on the top five items in the news today.
A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
Relax, old boy. Just the top five news coming in.
Did you know 7 major corporations own over half of the top newspapers?
No. What do you recommend?
I like the top 5 news.
How do I find it?
I just go to Joe Palaio's page at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Traffic and weather together. Why? You have that on your phone. So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watch the top 5 news show.
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world but have fake news?
So tonight we're doing the top five stories. And folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
You're watching the top 5 news.
News bubble. Everyone's trapped in their own news bubble.
If you're a smart sheep, you're still a sheep.
Top 5 News. We respect your time. Welcome to Top 5 News. 5 stories in 5 minutes.
All right, let's get into the news. Joe Palaio here, your friend in the recruiting business, with your top 5 news report for today, the first day of the rest of your life. I'm glad that you're here and watching live or tuning in after the fact. We give you all the news that you can use and nothing that would make you confused or nothing that would give you the blues. It's just 5 stories in 5 minutes that you can actually use. So if your career's already in the high gear, or if you're just sitting in a cubicle box checking your stocks, waiting to say game over to the work game, or anywhere in between, we like to suggest a news show with a very practical name, and once you've seen it, you never be the same. It's the top 5 news. Tonight we have 5 stories for you. And I think you're going to find them more interesting than even CNN, believe it or not. Samsung has cut hundreds of U.S. jobs. Netflix beat the street. AMC had a record blowout quarter I want to tell you about. And Jim Jordan is pushing for the SAVE Act. And Spain is king of the world on tonight's top 5 news. Hey, make sure you subscribe and like and all that good stuff. We need to add 5 followers to kind of get to the next level on one of the socials, so that would be helpful. You tell a couple of friends. My friend Bob told 2 friends, and he said he couldn't believe next time he talked to him, he said, "Thank you so much for referring me to the top 5 news." So hopefully that'll be your outcome also. Story 1 tonight, Samsung is cutting jobs and moving headquarters to Texas. They're making some big changes in the United States, and they're moving their American headquarters from New Jersey to Plano, Texas, and it's costing about 739 positions in New Jersey are being affected, mostly in the consumer electronics area. Let's see here. Yes. Turn on the comments if you want to chime in, you're welcome to do so. And those people are being offered relocation packages, but they're all moving to Texas from New Jersey. New Jersey and other high tax states have two problems. One, CEOs are smart, and two, they talk to each other. Next, Netflix beats Q2 guidance, but has investors spooked. Did you know people are still watching Netflix? Netflix beat expectations in Q2 with revenue up to 13%. Revenue up 13% at Netflix. Does that track with your crew? I thought a lot of people were going away from Netflix. Shows what I know. So Netflix is up, but I know if you like any one of those series, like my wife likes the Game of Thrones or whatever. Is that on there? Maybe that's on HBO. I forget. Showtime. If you like any one of those series, then you kind of sticking with Netflix. So yeah, maybe it does make sense. 13.4% up, 12.6 billion, solid numbers. But the forward guidance has got Wall Street a little nervous, showing that they're a little bit slower ahead, and the stock dropped about 10%. On the call, they were talking about the revenue growth and using AI to help with some of the content, like we talk about here. Some people see this as a buying opportunity. Others are just watching the growth slow down. I'm not a financial prognosticator, so don't take my financial advice, just telling you what's happening in the news. Story 3 tonight. Speaking of financial, AMC just had the best quarter in 106 years. AMC, the movie theater, posted its strongest quarter in the 106-year history. Record revenue, 1.6 billion profit. They beat the estimates, and they actually turned a profit when the analysts were expecting a loss on the quarter, and so therefore their stock went up about 25% in one day. Adam Aron said on the call that there's never been a quarter quite like this in the AMC company history. Strong box office helped, and after years of rough times, the theater business is finally gaining life again. After all, we love going to the movies, right? I do. Story 4 tonight is the recurring theme of the SAVE Act is big in the news. Number one on X is 83% of Americans. So I guess if you want to go viral like me and have all kinds of tech people attack you and try and take your website down, you should post about the SAVE Act. Fill in for me because I'm not getting after this, but no, really. The number of Americans who want this voter ID to vote, I know we talked about this a million times, but it's 83%. Picture this, 83% of Americans want this. Show your ID to vote. 200 days without it. Just, pause and think about that. Anyway, Jim Jordan made a post that went very viral today, the senator. And he said that 83% of Americans support it. Why don't Democrats support it? Is that how you see the SAVE Act, the voter ID? Democrats not supporting it? That's how he framed it. And anyway, he and the other Republicans are pushing for this, but you decide. He and the other Republicans are pushing for the SAVE Act, which would require proof of citizenship to register to vote, and then showing an ID at the polling station. Democrats have opposed it, saying that the ID rules could make it harder for some people to vote. I don't know who the some people are because I don't know any legitimate people who don't have an ID, but apparently that's the story that Jim Jordan is putting out there today. polls have shown strong support for voter ID for years. So apparently this debate's not going away. Story 5, Spain. I'm half Spanish. I'm happy about this. Spain wins the 2026 World Cup. Here's what you need to know. The top 5 things you want to know about the Spanish team. Spain, the world champions, after beating Argentina in overtime. Fernan Torres scored the winning goal in the 106th minute. And the 5 things you need to know about the Spanish team. 1, Spain's second World Cup title. All right, just doing it live. Millions of people, no problem. They denied Messi and Messi, right? And Argentina. Messi, probably one of the top 5 soccer players of all time. Messi, Ronaldo, Pele. You pick the other 2, but those would be 3, right? For sure. Anyway, and I saw a post about Erling Haaland. We did a lot of posts about him, and just really enjoyed watching. Quite a character, and you can see that on the top 5 news show page. Netted about 50,000 views in a couple of days, and 1,000 likes. But there was something on the internet where they said, well, he's too young to compare to Ronaldo, and the person said, try me, that was proponing for Erling, and he had more goals by like 2-1 in the first 5 years of his career. He is young to put in the all-time grades. Anyway, they denied Messi and Argentina the back-to-back championships. And Ferran Torres was the hero. I really got into the World Cup at the end of the tournament. I was watching in a sports bar yesterday, and the place was just going nuts. It was so fun. Torren came off the bench and scored the only goal in the extra time. It was 0-0, and then he scored in the last minute. So he's going to get credit for the best goal, but if you hadn't seen it, or even if you had, when you go back and you watch the highlights, look at the guy who gave him the assist. So the guy who gave him the assist, he's running full speed down the grass, and he turns around and with his head knocks a perfect head pass to Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres got it on one bounce off the guy's head who was running the other way. I forgot the other player's name, but he kicked it in. It's just amazing, amazing goal. Number 3, top 5 things you need to know about the Spanish team. Rodri dominated in the midfield. A lot of people are calling him one of the best players for the entire tournament. Number 4, there's a new generation for Spain. They've kind of got an experience mixed with young stars like Lamine Yamal, and playing that classic organized technical style. So the win is a big boost for Spain and the economy. And now both men and women's Spain teams hold World Cup titles at the same time. Good job, Spain. Spain didn't rely on one superstar. They played smart and they played together. Not to take anything away from Messi. For my money, he's the funnest player to watch in soccer. Football. They always jump on you from the other side of the pond. It's not soccer, it's football. I'm Joe Palaio. That's your top 5 news for the day. Corporate movers, some earnings reports, some surprises. the voter ID debate and the Spain lifting of the World Cup. Hope this gets your week off to a good start and that you're doing well. And remember, no matter what kind of day you're having, whether the e-demons are attacking you constantly or you're climbing the ladder, not looking back, or you're just trying to get through the week, remember that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That's Philippians 4:13 from the good book. Keep pushing. You're stronger than you think, and you can do this. Appreciate you watching. Drop your note in the comments. Leave a little thumbs up there or a smiley or whatever your favorite emoji is. Friday was Emoji Day. Did you know that? National Emoji Day. We did a post on the top 5 most common emojis. See if you can find that on my profile. I'm Joe Palaio. I'll catch you again tomorrow for 5 new stories. See you then.